Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video, we are going to talk about social media hygiene. I'm going to tell you about 5 tips that I've been using personally to enhance my social media experience. I know this is Mental Health Awareness Month and it is the tail end of Mental Health Awareness Month, but I wanted to incorporate some tips that can make social media a little less toxic. Okay, so tip number 1, follow accounts that inspire you. If you are following an account and it makes you feel competitive, it makes you compare yourself to the other person, it makes you feel sad, it makes you judge, it makes you just bring out negative things about yourself, of course that means you have some self-work to do, but it also means that you should not be engaging with that account. You should be following accounts, you should be using your social media platform, should you want to have a positive experience on it, as a means to be inspired. Sometimes I look at content creators whose work inspires me, and I like their transitions, I like the work that they do, I like the message that they try to spread to mankind, and that inspires me. I'm very mindful of the accounts that I follow now because I know that it affects my psyche, it affects my mental health, and it affects my overall social media experience. So tip number 1 is to know how much power you have on the internet, because you really can't just unfollow. Alright, so tip number 2, what if that account is your friend, or if it's someone that you want to otherwise support by following their account? Okay, that's cool. Use the mute button. You can use the mute button. You can actually mute accounts that you don't want to unfollow but you don't want to engage with, and you can mute accounts that just does not resonate with you. You're not going to see their post, you're not going to see their stories if you should choose to mute both their post and their stories. And on the flip side, if there are accounts that you really want to see their content and you don't want to miss their content, you can turn on post notifications. And that is the beauty, and that's how much control you have as an end user of social media. You can mute the account. Pretty simple. Don't like what someone is posting, mute it. That's it. You just literally created the type of feed that you would like to see, the type of feed that inspires you, makes you feel like, positive, like you can do this, you're in a world with a bunch of other humans, like-minded humans, and that is the kind of content, if that is the kind of content you wish to engage in, you have the power, or engage with, you have the power to shift around your social media so that it looks like that. That is a power that we need to hone in on. So tip number 3 is you need to kind of know yourself. So especially if you're a content creator, you're a creative, you need to know yourself, because you are standing in front of a lot of people that are going to have a lot of opinions about you. So when you know yourself, you know the type of content that you want to create, and you also know how you want to show up on social media, so that you're not bobbed and weighed by every social media trend or fad that is going on. And sometimes when you do things that don't really resonate with you, when you put it out there, you kind of second guess yourself. You're like, I don't know. And then when someone comments negatively or just calls you out, and that you're like, oh no. Yeah, we need to avoid that by knowing who we are. And I mean, if we need external validation, this is point number 4, we need to have a group of people whose opinions we value. Just because if you need the external validation, you need to be able to go to my friend Jane or my friend Harry or my friend Tom. I hope you got that Tom, Dick and Harry, reference. But why did I say Jane? You need to be able to go to them and ask them, hey, scene, do you agree? Do you think this is a bit of out of character for me? Do you think this is a bit much? Is too much showing? Does it? And if they know you and you need that external validation and they're able to say, no, Tammy, that's cool, you're cool, then you're able to say, all right, cool. I checked in with myself, I'm okay with it. I checked in with my friend Tom, Jane, Harry, bear with me, they're okay with it too, so I can put it up. And you do so. It's that simple. All right, and lastly, tip number 5, you need to be mindful of social media bullying. So, I mean, all the other tips were of you as an end user, but you also need to understand your power as an actual user. So when we share memes, we need to think about the person on the other side of the memes. When we share sex tapes, when we share nudes that people did not want to put out into the internet, we need to think about the impact that we're having on the person on the other side of the nude video, or on the other side of the nude, or the other side of the sex tape. We need to think about their mental health, and we need to think about if this is an act of bullying. It's very, very easy to be a bully on social media, and we have so many keyboard warriors, people who are faceless, create fake accounts, they go and they comment and all these things, right? But if you are a person of sound mind, and this is not, you're not trying to be a troll, then you also need to be mindful of the things that you share, the content that you share, the memes that you share, especially since Trinidad is so small. You need to be mindful of the person on the other side of the meme. So that is my last tip. I know that there's so many good things about social media. I mean, for me, I get a lot of makeup inspo, I get a lot of fitness workouts, I met a lot of cool people on social media, I get to keep up with other people's lives, people get to keep up with my lives, especially now when we're on lockdown and we're very disconnected. It really does help us to stay connected in a very, very disconnected world. But we also need to manage our mental health while using social media, and those were my 5 tips to have a better social media experience. So I hope this video finds you in good health, and I hope you learned something from this video. You are going to use a tip from this video to enhance your social media experience, and if you have any other tips that you think that I should have included in this video but I didn't, feel free to comment them down below. I hope you have a great Sunday, and I hope you enjoyed this new Girl Talk Sunday type video that I'm adding to my series. I'm very excited about this, by the way. I'm very excited to show up on social media in a different way. Besides wine, I know wine is a passion, wine is something that I love. I loved having those Wine With Me episodes, but I do have more to say than just wine videos. So again, I hope this video finds you in good health, and do enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Bye guys.